y'all, what's going on? I'm back for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 8, episode, the season finale. I know everybody kind of glad this bullshit over with. Good thing it wasn't a whole lot of episodes this season compared to like previous seasons. So yeah, before we get into that though, I apologize for not giving y'all Gossip Chronicles this past week, but somehow I just ended up getting busy the fuck out of nowhere, so I just didn't have time to do it. I apologize, you guys, about that. But and just in case y'all wondering where I'm at, I'm, in my living room, what I'm saying, change of scenery, and then, of course my mom, she kind of sprayed bleach in my, my windows and stuff like that. So yeah, shit burning my eyes or whatever. I'm trying to air out my room. That's another reason why I'm down here. Just in case y'all were wondering, Yeah, but let's just get into this episode. So we get Phaedra talking on the phone to Dwight. She's planning a Christmas party or whatever. And who else better to get than Dwight, right? Because normally when Phaedra has any kind of event, she hires Dwight to help her out over the top. But what else happened? Okay, yeah, we get Portia comes over or whatever. They start talking about Phaedra doing like this clog dance routine at her Christmas party and everything. And she also asks Chris to do incorporate a tap dance routine in with the clog routine and everything. We see them show a scene where they was actually rehearsing for it. Then also Portia, she talks to Phaedra about what she read on the blogs about Kandi and Todd having the feds come to their house and everything. And Phaedra, she was saying that she was out of town, and as Portia, talking to her about it and shit, she keep on, that thing that Phaedra does, like, I was looking at her like, bitch, you called the fucking feds on their ass. Shady Faye. She knows she called them damn feds. And then we also hear about later on how the feds also came to Cynthia and Peter's house as well. For Apollo's possessions and everything. And Portia, she's saying, well, I hope Kandi don't think that you called the feds or whatever. And Phaedra like, what? Like, child, please, and all this other stuff. And she's saying she wondered how Kandi would feel if it was like, if the shoe was on the other foot, pretty much, like if she had Todd's stuff there. And this is my thing, and I'm pretty sure I have said this before. Phaedra, Apollo is more so of Todd's friend than Kandi's friend. Just like how you and Kandi are more so of friends than you and Todd. So I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, Todd was the one who brought the motorcycles in the fucking house. And that in Todd being Kandi's husband, Kandi probably just went along with it. Cause like I think I did tell y'all whatever episode that was where they was in the garage, Kandi and Todd or whatever. Kandi kind of had this look on her face like as if she didn't even want the shit there. But like I said, because Todd is her husband and everything, and she knows, Todd is supportive of Apollo and everything, Kandi is trying to be supportive of him or whatever. So I don't feel like Kandi was trying to be on some, on some fuck shit with that, situation or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, but anyways, we also get a scene with Kandi and Todd or whatever. They're talking about the past year and about how his mom passed and everything. They visit his mom's burial site or whatever, and it's just really sad. Like, I really liked Todd's mom and everything, and it just seemed like it just happened unexpectedly, But yeah, but it's nice to see him be strong about it and try to prosper through it. So yeah, but anyways, we get Kenya. She's trying to look for an outfit or whatever for this party, for this Christmas party, I'm assuming. And Matt, he comes in and he has a surprise for her. And he surprises her with 2 puppies. And she names one of the dogs King, and then named the other one Twirl. I'm like, of course. Of course. Okay. Um, Kenya, she explains how she didn't celebrate the holidays really because I think her grandma was a Jehovah's Witness or whatever, and so she didn't really celebrate any holidays like that. And Kenya, she tells Matt about the blogs or whatever, in regards to Candy and Todd, and she feels as though Phaedra snitched as well. And Kenya is like that. Phaedra is the type of person that doesn't really forgive anybody or whatever. And it's like, yeah, that's true, but I feel like none of you hoes really forgive one another, to be quite honest with you. I feel like a lot of y'all hold on to shit. I feel like, well, I mean, I feel all y'all holds on to shit with each other. But I mean, whatever, Anyway, so moving on from that, we get Cynthia. She feels her and Peter, they're getting back at, of course, back at a good place and everything. She gets a massage table or whatever. She has Mallory help her move it in or whatever. Peter comes home and everything. He starts to strip or whatever, and he tries to he tries to pull his damn drawers down. I say, Uncle Ben, don't do it. I don't want to see your old saggy booty. No. I was like, I know he done tried it. But he ends up taking his drawers off under the table or whatever. And as she's giving him a massage and everything, little Noelle comes up or whatever. And they embarrassed or whatever. They like, oh shit, like, Noelle, I thought you was going with your dad and everything. And I guess Leon had just got there or something. So, that was kind of embarrassing or whatever. But, they didn't let it ruin the moment or whatever. So, it was, that was cool. Portia, she's meeting up with a doctor, not Dr. Jackie, because it seemed like everybody meets up with Dr. Jackie about something. But yeah, she meets up with the doctor about her chances of having a baby now or whatever. And she brings Lauren with her. And they before they get called, as they're getting called in by the nurse or whatever, how sometimes when you talking about something or whatever and you don't really want the doctor or the nurse to hear or whatever, and so the nurse just came in, because Portia was talking about something in regards to sex or whatever, and as she's talking, the nurse comes in, Portia like, ooh, like and then she tried to put it all on Lauren, talking about something. Excuse my sister for her conversation or whatever. And Lauren was like, you the one was talking about sex and shit. Like, that shit be funny though. But yeah, so they're in they're actually in the back now, and the nurse is asking her questions. And the nurse had asked her, was she married, divorced, separated, or widow, something like that. Portia gonna have the nerve to say she was a widow. I said, that damn Portia, I said, girl. But then she thought about it. She was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm divorced. And at first she didn't remember when her last menstrual was, but then she thought about it. Her fibroids were the cause of her miscarriage. And that's when she tells Lauren she might have to carry her baby and everything if she can't carry her own baby. Lauren looked at her like, bitch, can I have this damn baby first that's my own before I think about carrying your motherfucking seed? Shit. That face Lauren had was like, but the doctor ends up coming in before Lauren, I guess, can really get into what she was going to say. But the doctor tells Portia that the fibroids are back, but they're small, so it shouldn't cause her to have a miscarriage or anything like that, if she gets pregnant again. And the doctor, she says that she was like 38 and 42 when she had her 2 kids or whatever. And that's when Portia starts talking about the other girls in the group that had kids later on or whatever the case may be. And yeah, so she's excited to hear that, things are pretty good for the most part or whatever. And, but she's not ready for a baby as of right now. She's still trying to date around and find Mr. Right. Phaedra meets up with Dwight about the setup for the party. And she pretty much says she wants the girls to be on time. I said, Phaedra, you ain't even on time half of the goddamn time. So how you gonna expect somebody to do something you don't do? But anyways, we get to the party. Aiden and Mr. Thanksgiving, they're a part of the whole little thing or whatever. They're the elves and everything. And Aiden, he tells Phaedra that she's been naughty or whatever. She gonna talk about something. I mean, naughty is good sometimes or whatever. I said, bitch, you nasty. And he was like, no, it's not or whatever. I thought that was cute though. Bob, Sheree's ex-husband, he comes up playing as Santa. I said, if this ain't some Friday after next kind of bullshit with Bob ass being Santa Claus. I don't know, for some reason it just made me think of Friday after next, but I was just like, chill. But they show Aiden mouthing off, saying he's not the real Santa Claus. Sheree comes or whatever, and Aiden, he tells Sheree that she's been a bad girl or whatever. And Portia and Shamia, they come in their whole outfits or whatever. But they look cute though. They look cute, Tammy, she comes, and they put under the little thing Phaedra's friend. I'm like, now I thought her and Cynthia was a child. I mean, I guess I thought her and Cynthia was BFFs, honey. But anyways, moving on. What else happened? Oh yeah, Nene, she comes in and she makes a reference to Dwight having a nose job and now he can breathe or something like that. I was like, bitch, didn't you have a nose job too? Ain't that some shit? Child, gonna try to point the finger at somebody else and not point the finger at your goddamn self. Girl, please. Anyways, Sheree, she brings up the whole Miami situation to Tammy and Bob about when Sheree had said to Tammy that Bob said that y'all slept together or whatever. So Tammy asks, was that true? And everything. And Bob trying to curve the question or whatever. He talking something, it's getting hot in here. And then he gonna sit up here and pull a Bill Clinton. I said, chill. It's like, it's either yay or nay. And to me, because of the fact that he's curving the question, you did say that y'all did something together. But he, like I said, he kept on curving the question or whatever, and Tammy pretty much says that they need to get back together and all this other stuff or whatever. I think he did say though that he never said that, or that, well, no, he said that it didn't happen or whatever. And Sheree was like, oh, so why'd you say that before and everything? But anyways, moving on from that, Kenya, she comes in as the Grinch, which is befitting for her. But no, she actually looked cute in her Grinch costume though. She really did look cute or whatever. But they all shading her or whatever. Bob just asked, he asked Sheree not to hold him to the old him. And, they don't, he tried to be all romantic and shit. He was like, I know they ain't no mistletoe or whatever, but, can you give me a kiss anyway? So she puckered up and gave the man a kiss or whatever. I thought it was cute though. I do like Bob. I will say that. So moving on, Peter asks Todd about the whole check situation with Phaedra. Phaedra only gave him half for the final check. He claims he just gonna let it go or whatever. Moving on, which I don't think he is. But moving on, Nene says that she comes up to Candy and everything, And she says that she wanted Candy to be in Jamaica with them and everything. And how, Candy always be giving her all these kind of faces and stuff. And, they pretty much talk about how their relationship has been like a back and forth thing or whatever. But she, Candy feels like that it's nothing that's ever been like a really big issue or whatever. It's just, they have these two big personalities or whatever. They hug it out. What else happened? Kim and Phaedra, they have a moment. Kim says that Phaedra has always been there for her or whatever, which is true, but up until the point where, Phaedra was cackling along with everybody else about your husband. But anyways, moving on from that. Oh yeah, Phaedra says that she's all about making peace and moving on. I'm like, yeah, right. Is that why you called the feds on Candy and Todd? Anyways, we get Kenya, Sharice, and Cynthia. They're having a conversation about the whole Fed thing or whatever. And Nene and Candy are having a conversation about it as well. Kenya, she reiterates that she feels that the feds came to Cynthia, as I told y'all before. They also came to Cynthia and Peter's house. So, Kenya feels that Phaedra called the feds on both of them. Phaedra comes into the convo with Sheree, Cynthia, and Kenya, and they ask her about it. And Phaedra, she pretty much avoids the conversation at all costs. I'm like, now maybe it's not the appropriate time to have the conversation, but she just straight up said, well, okay, I'm just, like, she didn't say that. She just said, well, okay, well, I'm just going to leave this conversation. So to me, that implied that she called them. I'm sorry, I felt like she called them. Anyways, her and Chris, they end up doing a little dance or whatever. Chris was doing his thing, of course. And then we get, the little shit at the end of the season where everybody is at now or whatever. Portia, I think, is going to be a Celebrity Apprentice. Kim will be on Dancing with the Stars. Candy, of course, we already know she had the baby. And I forgot what they said about everybody else, but it probably wasn't that important. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, and I will make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys come back, and I will see you guys in a few for Real Housewives of Potomac.